Hello. So for whatever reason, the other app wasn't working, so I found this to be very helpful. All right, so us four did our presentation on sports broadcasting. A bit about the history of sportscasting. Sportscasting has been around for over 100 years, starting exclusively on AM talk radio. From telegraph reproductions to live sportscasting, broadcast mediums have continued to evolve. The first official broadcast was a football game between Kansas and Missouri, was telegraphed live from Missouri in 1911. After every play, several people in Missouri would announce what just happened, and that would be telegraphed back to viewers in Kansas. The first live radio broadcast didn't occur until April 11th, 1921. The KDK station began broadcasting prize fighting and MLB exclusively over the radio. From that year on, live radio broadcasts became more and more popular, which led to every single sports team adopting this medium. Live radio broadcasts, obviously, for maybe 15 to 20 years or so, were the dominant medium to broadcast events from. That was until 1927, the development of the TV, when the development of the TV revolutionized. Sorry about that. When the development of television revolutionized the whole entire industry. 1939, March 17, 1939, the first college baseball game between the Princeton Tigers and the Columbia Lions was broadcasted on NBC. Since then, live TV broadcasts have overtaken live radio broadcasts as the go-to media for sports coverage. History of broadcasting, part that I just couldn't really fit in the last slide, so I couldn't just put it on its own. Sports talk radio didn't become an official medium until 1964. Also acts a little fun fact, because I did not know that. When the first official station was launched in NYC, the station was hosted by pioneer of sports talk radio Bill Mazer on New York's WNBC. Now, this is how broadcasting acts as an invisible hand to the rest of the industry. As the business of sports has evolved, so as the industry covers them. With evolving technology, the industry finds innovative ways to bring wide-range coverage amongst numerous channels. This ability creates an invisible hand which collectively benefits the sport industry. One significant development is the invention of instant replay in 1963. Jay Kim and co-author Jo Young Kim conducted an online experiment to see how instant replay results influence how viewers feel about ad brands. Results of the study revealed an increased focus and attention from viewers during rivalry games and during special moments in games. Consumers respond more positively to advertising when a call goes their direction, especially in crunch time. Obviously, all that is very much straightforward. You could imagine individuals would be a little more ticked off when their team's getting absolutely destroyed out there rather than they're the one destroying a team 30-0 below, whatever it may be. But what this acts as is very valuable data for sports marketers and brands looking to establish a connection with their audience. This is how broadcasting creates as invisible hands to the marketing department, perhaps, in the industry, at a certain organization. Broadcasting and film, this is where broadcasting takes another huge role in acting as an invisible hand to others in the industry. It takes a huge role in helping teams and coaches through film. Without film, teams would be able to study their practices and study other teams. Broadcasters also keep track of stats that coaches can review and use to study. Now, some of us as well are actually very interested in scouting too, so we kind of just want to interlock how these two meet each other and how they kind of work with one another. Broadcasting actually plays a huge role in scouting as well. Scouts use stats created from broadcasters to study athletes from teams. Scouts also use film to study athletes, which is created by the camera crew. Broadcasting makes it easier for scouts to notice talent overseas without them having to travel, showing the importance broadcasting is for scouts. Here's an example of broadcasting and scouting in one, the NBA draft. This event is filled with scouts from the NBA to view players and is televised with broadcasters. There are other events like this that involve the three. Now, the two sides that are most important, obviously, in this industry, or rather anywhere it might be that you want to go, would obviously be the talent and the production side. Now, from the talent side, you see any degree in some kind of journalism will do. So broadcasting journalism, sports journalism, that would be fine. Most positions require officially or unofficially some internship experience. Obviously, that internship experience should be needed for just about anything you go into. That's one of those no-brainers. Extensive knowledge of the sport and its history. Obviously, you gotta know what you're doing. A demo reel, media training, and vocal work. Now, for the production side, a degree in related field communications, mass communications, and media studies will do. Years of experience on the job in lower level positions, internships. Again, another no-brainer. Fast understanding of all aspects that goes into a show, ability to hold shots for long periods of time, and strong interpersonal communication. Oh, it's a tongue twister. Progression through the ranks. Now, starting with actually kind of what John and I are doing right now. Sports camera crew making about $40,000 per year. Very straightforward. Of course, sporting events to be broadcast on television, other media. As we said, very straightforward. It's kind of what John and I are doing for the department right now, actually. Broadcast engineer, install, operate, maintain, and repair broadcast equipment. A little bit more on the handy side. Social producer or social media content creator, whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it, creates and distributes content and social media handles, obviously to attract the general public. And then progression for talent, starting out gathering experience at a lower level, sports multimedia journalist. Writes and reports about sports events, other game commentary, interviewing coaches. They interview coaches and players. Announcer in sports coverage. Middle job, I guess you could say, kind of combines the two careers. Very straightforward with what that means. And then end up in a higher position as a play-by-play announcer or a color commentator. And obviously that's the big guys like your Kevin Harlans, your Stacey Kings, your Adam Amines, whatever it may be. Those are the individuals that usually represent the station. And then that's all. Thank you so much, and thank you for your flexibility throughout this semester. Really appreciate it.